Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of News Dose, where we give you all of the latest news in the game industry. And right now, Xbox is kind of teasing that X019 will be the biggest inside Xbox ever. But the question is this just a buzzword trying to get people to come and watch their stream, or is this actually true? So we're going to discuss that as well as a few other things. The Sonic movie got a new trailer with the much needed redesign of Sonic, and if you remember, and surely you do because it was relatively traumatizing and a little hard to forget, but the original trailer Sonic was kind of a monstrosity. And also there is a little rumor about Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 and its release date, so stay tuned for that as well. But let's talk X019 for just a moment. As you may know, X019 will be here this Thursday, and in all honesty, it is the second biggest Xbox event of the year behind only E3. Granted, in the past it has left some people disappointed and people have kind of accused it of being a big infomercial for Xbox Game Pass. Not that in itself is a bad thing, but Xbox right now has been touting this event as the biggest inside Xbox ever, which begs the question, is this just marketing buzz? So let's take a moment to talk about expectations, and I'll encourage everybody to kind of go into this with lower expectations, and the reason I say this is that no matter what, you will not be disappointed. With that said, it actually might be the biggest Inside Xbox ever. Inside Xbox hasn't really produced a lot of memorable events so far, and this actually might be their best one yet. As I talked about on yesterday's video, there is a rumor that both Obsidian and Ninja Theory will be revealing a new game. So that right off the bat would be a very big deal. Then we also need to consider other games that Microsoft would be talking about. They said that 12 Xbox Game Studio games would be there, and these are already confirmed. Sea of Thieves, Minecraft Dungeons, Halo Reach, Bleeding Edge, Wasteland 3, Flight Simulator, and Age of Empires, though I don't know if this will be for or just the new definitive edition that they just released, possibly even both. This would make it 7 games and possibly 9 if the rumor for the new Obsidian and Ninja Theory game turns out to be true. So what are the other 3 games though? And I do believe we do know at least 2 of those. Ori and the Will of Wisp, which is in my opinion the sequel to one of the best Metroidvania games ever, and also Battletoads, which has kind of been oddly absent. I know not everybody is a big fan of the art style, though I do personally like it a lot, and it was originally supposed to be released this year, but we haven't really heard about it in a long while. Well, the thing is, I do expect a lot of news on Xbox Game Pass. Last year they announced a bunch of Xbox Game Pass games at X018 and revealed a lineup for Winter of Arcade as they called it. This includes several games that would launch day 1 into Xbox Game Pass, including Ashen and Mutant Year Zero. I believe they may bring back Winter of Arcade, and I think Battletoads will be in this lineup. I have no proof or sources of this is just me making a prediction. I'd personally love it if it did happen, but of course, they will also be announcing several other Game Pass games, and I expect a few day 1 launches as well, and a couple big third-party games. People may complain about the EXO event being a big Game Pass infomercial, but the truth is, Xbox Game Pass is a big thing for Microsoft right now, and they're really going to be pushing it hard, as they should be. I will continuously say this, but it is the best deal in gaming right now, hands down. And we also need to remember that Xbox isn't just about exclusive games for Xbox. It's also a place that you can see some third-party content, and I do fully expect to see some big third-party games there, including the new Star Wars game by Respawn and a few others as well. I'm not really sure what to expect from third parties per se, but there was a rumor that Square Enix would be there, so it's a possibility that they may talk about something at X019. Project xCloud, Xbox's streaming service, is supposed to be there as well, so we may get to hear about their future plans with the service, and I'd expect the testing phase to expand a bit more than what it is currently. I'm not sure how much they'll talk about it, but I do wonder if we'll get to hear about pricing options or if they'll just continue to test it out. Now the last thing is, will there be a new Xbox acquisition? And rumors kind of come and go on this topic. What we do know as of this moment is Insider Clobro has had a lot of confidence that Xbox would be announcing at least one more acquisition this year, though he's kind of clammed up recently, so maybe this has changed, but he did say that at one point in time. We also know that Xbox was looking for an Asian studio to acquire, or more specifically, a Japanese studio. This came directly from Phil Spencer himself, so I'm wondering if we'll hear about that at some point, possibly. That doesn't mean they will absolutely be announcing a new Xbox acquisition, but I do think it's a possibility considering what we do know right now. The question as to who, I have no idea. There has been rumors about Asobo, Playtonic Games, though they shut that rumor down pretty quickly. White Owls has been in speculation, Remedy Entertainment, and the list kind of just goes on and on from there. So it's hard to tell. So the question of will this be the biggest Inside Xbox ever? Well, I think it's possible. If Obsidian and Ninja Theory both announce new games, plus we get to see more on all these already confirmed games, plus a bunch of new Xbox Game Pass announcements, you have xCloud there, third-party stuff, and a possible acquisition. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Whether all that happens or not though, I'm not sure, but what do you think? What's your expectations for X019? Let me know in the comments below. Now moving on, there is a rumor right now that the new Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 will be releasing in 2020. This actually isn't the first time we've heard about this, but it does add more fuel to the fire. Insider Sabi, or Sabai, I'm not really sure how to pronounce this, said that Nintendo's internal plans is to release it in 2020, but it could be delayed to 2021. That's such an odd way to give inside information though, as it comes off as well, it's possible, but I'm also going to cover myself in case it releases in 2021. Either way, the insider would not be dinged for being wrong, but I will also say that Sabi does have a good track record and revealed a bunch of stuff on E3, so it could be correct, and plus I do find this to be rather believable. Zelda Breath of the Wild was actually meant to just be an expansion, but because it was larger than expected, they ended up making it into a sequel, so I think it's believable to release it sooner rather than later. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the new Sonic movie trailer, and it actually looks surprisingly good. The original was just atrocious just because how bad Sonic looked and animated, and it was so bad that they decided to delay this movie and completely redesign Sonic. In all honesty though, I just kind of wrote this off as yet another bad game movie, but I'm pleasantly surprised here as Sonic's redesign looks very good, which apparently the Sonic Mania designer had some input on the new design of the Sonic character in the movie. He just has so much more character this time around, and the movie itself just looks like it has some charm to it. And to just remember how bad the original looked, I'm going to put up a picture here for comparison's sake. As I said, the new one just looks way better and more faithful to Sonic. As someone who grew up in the 90s when Sonic was really at his peak, I might actually check this movie out now. I'm kind of excited, to be honest. But what about you? Do you think the new version of Sonic looks better? Just let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways though, that's it for this video, but if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Peace out.